Should I let Emil come to my daughter's birthday party? Last year in May, we all got into an argument over our dog chewing on a table that was given to us by my in-laws. That spiraled into we don't do anything right and blah blah blah. I made the comment to them that they never care about my feelings and gave examples. One being Christmas of 2022, I wanted it to be just my husband, myself, and our daughter. My husband was deployed the year before, so it would have been our first Christmas together as a family of 3, and my dad had just died, and mother-in-law made it out to everyone that they weren't welcome just because they couldn't be here on Christmas Day because they live 7 hours away, and I wanted it to be just the 3 of us, and they stayed a whole week before Christmas, but it wasn't on Christmas Day, so to her she wasn't welcome. Emil yelled at me, "My son was gone for a year and my dad died. Her dad passed away in 2019. I quietly responded, "My dad died too." And she yelled back, "Yeah, but mine was my life." And for a year I was told I took that the wrong way. Fast forward to this year in April, they came down because my FIL mom was not doing good. We all got into another big fight for not wanting our 2-year-old to sleep in a hotel bed with them. Emil called my husband for days bashing me, saying, "I know in OP heart of hearts she never wanted us to have a relationship with grandchild. When Opie has another baby, she'll keep that one from us," telling my husband I was the reason he never went to see his grandma in the nursing home, telling him how inconsiderate I was for not telling FIL that I was sorry for his loss. The first day that I actually got to see them and spend time with them was the day after my father-in-law's mom passed away. I didn't know how to go up to him, and we were out most of the day, and I didn't want to upset him in public and talk about it because nobody was bringing it up. I made them cookies to try to lighten up the mood. I bought him an angel, and that was my way of saying I was sorry for what he was going through. As soon as they walked into our house, they were upset that there was puppy pee on the floor and that there were dishes in the sink, and they didn't feel welcome apparently, so they wanted to go to a hotel, and they wanted to bring our 2-year-old daughter, and we said no, and that's where the fighting began. And as soon as they got back home, 7-hour drive, that's when she kept calling my husband to bash me. As for it being my fault, supposedly, that my husband never went to see his grandma, I always went with him when he asked me to. It was hard for him because she had dementia, and she would always beg for him to get her out of there, so to place the blame on me was so uncalled for. One of the last times she called to bash me, my husband was trying to defend me on what she said a year ago about my dad. She then said, "I was just explaining why I needed Christmas with my son and his daughter." When my husband tried to defend me on that comment, she said, "Well, I actually had a relationship with mine," in a snarky way. That did it for me. I was tired of the gaslighting. I was tired of her making up lies and excuses, bashing me over a disagreement with my daughter, and disrespecting me and my feelings about losing my dad. She's always the victim, and I don't want to fuel that by allowing her to be around my daughter after how she's treated not only me but my husband too, and he still does not talk to her either. She still has yet to apologize. She's still making excuses and blaming me for all these things, which, by the way, had nothing to do with what we got in a fight about in the first place, and she's always changing up why she's hurt by what we did to her and can never give us a real reason on how it's our fault. She's just trying to play victim, and I can't stand it. As for husband and his dad, they have made up, and actually his dad is divorcing his mom and wanting to move down here, so that's another reason why I don't know if she should be allowed at my daughter's party in August. I only get 1/3 birthday with my daughter, and I don't want any drama. What should I do or say to her if she asks my husband to be invited?